Today is 17th March 2020 and we are going to continue the nth term of geometric progression. Nth term of geometric progression. And yesterday we have completed till question number 4. Now we are going to continue in this video with question number 5. Question number 5 says, if 5x, y, z and 405 are the first 5 terms of geometric progression, then find the value of x, y and z. So this is a very simple question. These 5 terms are said to be in GP. These 5 terms are said to be in GP. Then find the value of x, y and z. Alright. If you look at this sequence series, then you will understand that here the first term is given and the last term is given. We will not call this as fifth term. Better to call this as last term. So we have total how many terms? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Out of which this is the first term. A is the first term, that is 5, and the last term is given as equal to 405. L is equal to 405. Right? Now with this we will find the value of x, y and z. Now if you notice the given information, we are given the first term, right, and the last term. If by any means we can calculate the common ratio, right? If we can calculate the common ratio, then x, y and z can be calculated because we know x is the second term. So we can use the second term formula. This y is third term and this z is the fourth term. So we can easily calculate if we can have the value of r. So we will focus on calculating the value of r. We can use the nth term formula, or nth term formula can also be written as ar n minus 1 is equal to L. This is the last term formula. Same like arithmetic progression. In arithmetic progression also we had a formula for L for the last term, and in GP also we have this formula. The same formula, Tn is equal to Arn minus 1. When the last term is given, then this Tn can be replaced by L. So this is your formula. Using this formula we will try to calculate the value of R. And I said once the R is calculated, we can easily find the value of x, y and z. So let us try. In this formula we can put the value of A as 5. R is not given, right? R is not given, so we will write it as R. And n minus 1. N minus 1. This L is the fifth term, right? L is the fifth term. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Therefore the value of n will become 5. 5 minus 1 is equal to L. The last term is 405. Alright. Now this 5 will go to other side. So R is equal to 405 divided by 5. 405 divided by 5. Is it very clear? So this will become 4 8 is 40 and then 4 1 5. 5 8 is 40 and 5 1 is 5. So this is 4. R to the power 4 is equal to 81. Now this we can, because left hand side we have in the exponential form, right? The right hand side also we can change this into exponential form. It will be easy to compare and find the value of R. So this we can write as 3 to the power 4. R can, this 81 can be expressed as 3 to the power 4. We can do this by prime factorization method. Prime factorization method means 81. It's divisible by 3, so 27. Again it is divisible by 3, 9. Again this is divisible by 3, 3. So how many 3's you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore we wrote this as 3 to the power 4. So 81 is equal to 3 to the power 4. Now on left hand side and right hand side we can see the two exponential numbers whose powers are same. Obviously the base will be also same. So the base is R is equal to 3. So this way we got the value of R. Is it very clear? After we got the value of R, we can now calculate the value of x, y and z. So we are now calculating the value of x, y and z. Okay? X first of all. X is the second term. X is the second term, so we can write this as T2. Right? And T2 means AR. N minus 1 means 2 minus 1 is 1. Therefore, we don't have any power of R. Is equal to A. A is how much? 5. And R is calculated 3. So 3. This is equal to 15. So this is the value of your x. Is it okay? Then likewise, value of y. Y is equal to, which term is, what position is this? First, second, third. So third position. That means we are going to calculate third term. This is a r to the power 2 is equal to, a is 5, r is 3, and then the square. 3 3s are 9, 9 5s are 45. This is your second term. And then the third term is z. Third value is z, not the term. And the position of z is fourth. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is, we are going to calculate fourth term. This is a r to the power 3 then. This is a is 5, a is 5, which is already given in the question. R is 3, so into 3 to the power 3. Now 3 to the power 3 is how much? 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, and 27 5s are 135. 135. This is how we calculated the value of x, y, and z. The question was very simple. Hope there should not be any problem. Thank you. Now we are moving on to question number 6. Question number 6. Question number 6 is, if the AM and GM, AM means arithmetic mean, GM means geometric mean. If the arithmetic mean and geometric mean between two numbers are respectively 17 and 8, find the numbers. Find the numbers. If the arithmetic mean of the two number is 17 and geometric mean of the two number is 8. If this is so, then find the two numbers. Right? This is the question. So we have assumed the two numbers to be x and y. These are any two number whose arithmetic mean is 17 and the geometric mean is 8. Clear? So with this information, we will try to calculate the value of x and y. Arithmetic mean, in arithmetic progression, you already have seen what is the formula for calculating the arithmetic mean. Since the two numbers are x and y, so the arithmetic mean can be written as x plus y divided by 2. This gives you the arithmetic mean of arithmetic progression, and this is given as equal to 17. Alright. Now from here we can calculate x plus y is equal to 17, and then 2 will go to right hand side, will be multiplied by 17, so it will give you 34. The product is 34. Now from here what we can do is we can calculate a value of x. So this will be 34 minus y. We have calculated a value of x. This is your value of x, and we will name this as equation number 1. Now let us come to geometric mean. Geometric mean, this is the first question in the geometric mean. Geometric mean can be calculated by using this formula, right? Root over the product of the two number. The two numbers are x and y, so we can write this as, this implies geometric mean will be, or we can write this as a root over xy is equal to 8. Is it okay? Because the geometric mean is given as 8. So therefore for this we wrote this value as 8. After this, now we will simplify this. The problem is the root sign. So for the root sign, to get rid of this root, we need to square on both the sides. So squaring both the sides, squaring both the sides, both the sides. We get this as root of xy square is equal to 8 square, and this gives you xy is equal to 64. Clear? Maybe we can name this equation as equation number 2. Now this value of x from equation number 1 can be substituted in equation number 2. So substituting value of x from 1 in equation 2. what happens? X is 34 minus y, 34 minus y into y is equal to 64. Is it clear? Now we will simplify. When you multiply this, this is minus y. This is 34y minus y square. So we will take it to right hand side. Minus y square will become plus y square. Y square. And this plus 34y will become minus 34 minus 34y. And this is plus 64 is equal to 0. Is it okay? Now this is your quadratic equation. This is your quadratic equation, and then now you have become comfortable. Whenever you see quadratic equation, we used to calculate the value of unknown quantity by using the root formula. So I am directly going to use the root formula for calculating the value of y. Y will be equal to minus b, minus sign is in the formula, and then this, the coefficient of y is already negative, so this will make it positive. This is 34 plus minus root over, now we need to have the square of minus 34, square of minus 34 minus 4ac. 4a is the coefficient of y square, which is 1, and this is c, 64. Alright, and then divided by 2a. Divided by 2a. 2 into a is the coefficient of y square, which is 1. One more step here. 34 plus minus root over 34 square is 1156. 1156. Now minus 4 into 64 is 256. 256 divided by 2, because 2 into 1, 2. Further we can simplify. This is 34 plus minus root over, now when you subtract this, this will become 900. This is 900 divided by 2. Is it okay? Okay. Now I have very less space. I will try to adjust here, and therefore your y is equal to now this is 34 plus minus 30 divided by 2. Okay. Now when the radical sign is removed, we can segregate the two answers. So one answer will be 34 plus 30 divided by 2. Another is 34 minus 30 divided by 2. So your one answer is will be coming is equal to 64 divided by 2 is 32, and then 4 divided by 2 will be equal to 2. So you got the two values of y. Is it okay? And after this we can calculate the value of x. So for calculating the value of x, we can put it in equation number 1. Right? So this value of y will give you one value of x, and this will give you for this value of y you will get another value of x. So I will show you for 1. I will show you for 1. If y is equal to 32, right? Then x will be, then x is equal to 34 minus this value of y, 32 is equal to 2. So this is your one set of answer. When your y is 32, your x is calculated to be 2. Is it okay? Thank you. After question number 6, you are supposed to practice question number 7 of exercise 1D. Question number 7 is your assignment. Okay. Now we are moving on to question number 8. Question number 8. What the question number 8 says? The first 8 and 22nd term of an AP are the 3 consecutive terms of GP. first, 8th and 22nd term of an AP are the three consecutive terms of GP, right? Then find the common ratio of the geometric progression. If it is so, then find the common ratio of the geometric progression. Another instruction is given also that the sum of the first 22 term of arithmetic progression is 275. Sum of first 22 term of AP is 275. If it is so, find also the first term. Okay. Please keep the textbook in front of you, then it will make you more clear while watching the video. So the first information is that T1 first term, 8th term and 22nd term of AP are the three consecutive term of GP. Now, because these are the three consecutive term of GP, actually they are the term of AP, but these three terms are the consecutive terms of GP, right? So when these three terms becomes the consecutive term of GP, it means the ratio of the consecutive terms will be same, right? Therefore, we can write this as T8 over T1 is equal to T22 over T8. Why? Because these three terms are said to be in GP, and therefore the ratio of these two consecutive sides will be same as the ratio of these two consecutive sides. Is it okay? Now we can elaborate. We can expand it. We can write this by using the AP formula for the nth term. This will become A plus 7D divided by this first term will be written simply as A, and this is A plus 21D divided by 8th term, that is A plus 7D. Hope this is clear. Now we will simplify and see what we can get. We can cross multiply. So A plus 7D into A plus 7D will become A plus 7D square is equal to, now let us say this into this. So A into A plus 21D. We can simplify now. This implies, for this we can use the perfect square expansion, A plus B whole square. Therefore it will become A square plus 14AD plus 49D square. 49D square is equal to, now right hand side we have A into A square, and then A plus A into 21D is plus 21AD. Clear? Now after simplifying this, you can see here this A square and this A square is cancelling. Is it okay? And we can collect the like term now. We will collect like term. So AD term we can take it on left hand side. So this will become, when this goes to that side, it will become negative. So 21 AD minus 14 AD is equal to 49D square. 49 D square. Alright. Now these two are like them, they can be simplified. So this will become 7 AD. 7, this implies this is 7 AD is equal to 49 D square. Right? 49 D square. Now we can simplify. This D will cancel this D, and 7 ja 49. Is it okay? So from here you are getting the result as, you are getting your A as equal to 7D. You got this value of A. Now let us name this as equation number 1. Another information in the question was given is that the sum of first 22 term of AP is 275. Right? That is, sum of 22 term is given as equal to 275. 275. This is given. This is another information. First information was that these three terms of AP are in GP. So we have used this fact and we got this result. Another information is that the sum of the 22 term of AP, please be mindful, AP is 275. Now since this is sum of 22 term of AP, so we can use the sum of AP formula. This is N is 22, so 22 divided by 2 into 2A. The sum formula is N divided, sum of AP formula is N divided by 2 into 2A plus N minus 1 into D. So now 2A, and A is what? 70. So write 70 plus N minus 1, N here is 22. So 22 minus 1 is 21. D. Hope it is clear. And this sum is given as equal to 275. Alright. Now this will be simplified. This is 11. Alright. 2 11s are 22. Now this 11 and then this 27 also, 275 also can be simplified. This is 11 1s are 11. This is 11 2s are 22. And 11 5s are 55. Is it okay? Now we will simplify this side. This part. 7 2s are 14. 14D. And this is 31D. So 14D plus 31D is 35D. 35D is equal to 25. Right? And therefore D can be equal to, D is equal to 25 divided by 35, and this is equal to 5 over 7. D is 5 over 7. Is it very clear? D is 5 over 7. The question was to calculate the first term and the common ratio. First term and the common ratio. Okay. Now, we will calculate the first term. We will now calculate the first term. We will put this value of D in equation number 1. We will put the value of D in equation number 1. Right? Putting value of D in equation 1. Okay, so what we get is A, the first term which we are supposed to calculate. A is 7 into D, and D is 5 over 7. So 5 over 7. Therefore 7 and 7 cancel. Your first term is 5. Your first term is 5. Is it very clear? Now the last thing is we have to find out the common ratio. Common ratio. Now how can you find the common ratio? Very easy. This will give you common ratio, or this will give you common ratio, right? So this is the common ratio and this is the common ratio. So we can put the value of A and D in any one of these two sides. No? So this is more simple. We will put it here. Therefore, R is equal to A plus 7D. A plus 7D divided by A. Now A is how much? You calculated 5. This is 5, right? Plus 7. And then what is your D? Your D is calculated to be 5 over 7. So put this value 5 over 7 and then divided by A. And A is 5. A is 5 is equal to this 7 is cancelled. So you are left with only 5. So 5 plus 5, 10. 10 and then divided by 5. Therefore, your common ratio is 2. This is your common ratio. Is it very clear? Thank you. Now we are moving on to question number 10. Question number 10 is a very simple question. Question number 10 says the 5th, 8th and 11th term of a GP. 5th, 8th and 11th term of a GP are P, Q and S respectively. If this is so, then prove that or show that Q square is equal to PS. Q square is equal to PS. Everything I have written on the board. According to the question, that fifth term, okay, fifth term of GP is P, eighth term of GP is Q, and 11th term of that same GP is S. So these are the three given, right? If it is so, then prove that Q square is equal to PS. So it's very simple. We will find the value of left hand side and we'll find the value of right hand side, and if the two value comes same, then the purpose is solved, right? We just have to prove that the Q square is equal to PS. So let us first of all calculate the value of LHS. LHS, which is equal to Q square, right? And Q is what? Q is the eighth term of GP. Since it is Q square and Q is the eighth term, therefore we will have the square of the eighth term. Is it okay? Now since this is the eighth term of GP, how do we write the eighth term of GP? Using the nth term formula is AR to the power 7. This is how we write the eighth term of the GP, and to the power 2. Now you can open the bracket and simplify the power. This becomes A square and then R to the power 14. So this is the result of your left hand side. Now we will try to calculate the value of right hand side, and if that value also comes in, then the question is solved. RHS is PS, P and S. P into S. Whereas what is P? P is the fifth term. Write the fifth term. What is S? S is the 11th term. So write 11. Okay. Now write the fifth term using the formula. This will become AR to the power 4, and 11th term we can write as AR to the power 10. Is it okay? Now these two numbers are in the product form. So when the bases are same, the power can be added. You have already learned this in class 9. So this will become A into A will become A to the power 2, and then R to the power 4 into R to the power 10. It will become, because the bases are same, so their power also will be added. It becomes 14, and therefore you can see it is proved. This is same as this one, and therefore we can say LHS is equal to RHS, and hence we can say it is proved. Is it clear? You might have found that this question is very easy. Thank you. Now we are going to move on to question number 11, and this will be the last question of exercise 1D. We will be doing till question number 11. You can anyway I'll tell you at the end which question you have to do. So from my side, question number 11 will be the last question for the day. The question number 11 says the P plus Qth term of a GP is A, and P minus Qth term of GP is B. These are the two informations given. If this is the information, then we have to find out the Pth term of GP. Pth term of GP means you have to find the Pth term of GP. We can write as XR to the power P minus 1, where we are assuming this X to be the first term. We are assuming X to be the first term. That is why here I am writing this first term as X. So the question is to calculate the Pth term. That means you have to find the value of this. Hope the question is clear. P plus Qth term of GP is A. P minus Qth term of GP is given as B. Then find the value of Pth term. Pth term means you have to find the value of XR to the power P minus 1, where X is assumed to be the first term, that is A. So we'll start this question. This question is very interesting. We can say let the first term of GP be, let the first term of GP be X. Alright, now what we can write is, we can write this using nth term formula. This will be, the first term is because X, so X into R to the power P plus 1, P plus Q minus 1, and this is given as equal to A, right? This we will name as equation number 1. From here we will write this as x r p minus q is equal to b. This we will name as equation number 2. Now to find the value of pth term, we will multiply these two equations. By multiplying the two equations, we will be able to get the pth term. So multiplying equation 1 and 2. So when you multiply these two, what happens? X r p plus q minus 1 x r, and then this is into x r p minus q, this is minus 1, sorry, this is minus 1, p minus q minus 1, and this is equal to, left hand side we have a into b. We are multiplying now. Now what you can do is, you can see here, this x and this x have the same base and their power, so their power can be added. We can write the next step here itself. This will become x square. Now r and r, their base is also same, so their power also can be added. So r, and then the powers of r is p plus q minus 1, p plus q minus 1, and this another power is plus p minus q minus 1, and left and right hand side we will have a into b. Right, now let us simplify. This plus q and this minus q will be cancelled. The rest we can simplify, and the next step will be x to the power 2 r to the power, now what, r to the power what, p plus p, 2p, and then minus 1 and minus 1 is minus 2 is equal to AB. Right. Now in the next step, what we can see here is this base and this base has a common power 2. From here we can take out the common power 2. So we will take it out. This will become x r, and this will become p minus 1. This whole thing will have power 2, and this is equal to AB. Is it okay? Now this power can go to right hand side. You know, when the power goes to the other side, it will change into radical sign. So this will become x r p minus 1, and this is equal to square root of a b. What is this x r to the power p minus 1? Is your pth term. Therefore, we can say the pth term of this GP is root over a into b. This is your answer. Thank you. Have a nice day.